welcome you on the show. AFCON update on Trust TV. Adeniyi, Ajisafe. Of course, we are here to let you have those moments of matches played yesterday and also the matches that are ongoing right now. Well, of course, I have with me usual suspect. Olawale is here. Good to have you.
Adeniyi, yesterday I was an FIFA instructor.
FIFA instructor.
Today I'm a...
You dress like usual suspect.
Usual suspect, okay.
It's my pleasure being here. Purely FIFA instructor.
It's because of it. Before I left on this morning, I have to check my wardrobe to be sure that I didn't have something to say. But here we are again, you still have something to say.
Of course.
Pleasure being here.
Yes. Right now, we will be taking you through the journey of what's happening tonight. Matches are ongoing and we quickly look at those games. Of course, you can see there, Equatorial Guinea versus Algeria, Sudan, Burkina Faso. That game is a game that actually started. And we just have to look at the lineup for this matches. Although the teams are battle ready, you look at them there. Of course, for Algeria, Musa, Maza, Bakra, Chaibi, Abdeli, Zerouki, Begali, Belad, Tuga, Al-Notri, and Adnori and Mandra, and they are being coached by Vladimir Petkovic. And you also look at, well, look at the name of these particular players. Okay, look at it. Owono, that's the name of their goalkeeper of Equatorial Guinea. Niebo, Obiang, Koko, Ondo. You have Balbo, Sam, Noe. You have Mokadi, Garnet, and Ondo. Well, their own pronunciation is actually different from Ondo State. Anyway, just a look at this. And then by the time we return, because we need to showcase our sponsor on the show, by the time we return, we'll go back to the activities of the day.
My name is Dr. Habib Atondani Fowoshe, Chairman of November Cubes Group. Let's come together as one Nigeria from the savannas of the north to the coast of the south, our heartbeat as one for the Super Eagles. Let's celebrate our diversity and unite for victory. From all of us at November Cubes Group, we do wish the Super Eagles all the best at the AFCON. Bring them the trophy, guys. Kindly do visit us today and discover a world of luxury, comfort, and tranquility. At November Cubes Group, we're not just building homes, serving meals, or offering hospitality business. We are creating a lifestyle that is perfect for families, professionals, and entrepreneurs. Thank you, and we look forward to welcoming you soon.
Once again, you are welcome back on the show AFCON Update on Trust TV. We just saw there the sponsor, and also we actually looked at the lineup of the matches ongoing right now between Equatorial Guinea and Algeria, of course. Big one happening there in Morocco. All the teams are trying to see who would they be playing. And right now, we quickly at least take a look at yesterday, because we have to digress a bit. Of course, the match is ongoing, like we said, and it's a tough one between all the teams participating at the competition so far. Okay, it's still goalless. But first of all, let's take a look at yesterday for the fact that matches, the result of those games played. Of course, you look at Tanzania, 1-1 against Tunisia, and you have Uganda, the loss against Nigeria, 1-3. Of course, Benin Republic, they lost against Senegal 3-0 there, while Botswana also lost against DR Congo in the results of the day. And quickly, let's take a look at the Group C and D after they played those matches. And then Olawale to actually do justice. We'll focus on Nigeria versus Uganda. It was a moment of joy for Nigeria, but what is happening that we can't hold it anytime we score, then we still at least concede. Let's take a look at Group C and also Group D. Take a look at it. Of course, that was how it ended. Nigeria taking 9 points purely. Tunisia got 4. Tanzania, they have 2. And also you have Uganda also picking 1. Well, right now, Olawale Peters, this is Group C after they played their match. And it was a good moment for Nigeria, even though we still considered 1 goal despite scoring 3.
Yeah, it has been a good moment for us. And since we started the AFCON, the competition, and there's a lot of positive vibe coming from the camps of the Super Eagles and even the fans at home, that we are the only team for now that won all the 3 matches. We have 3 points, and a very good way to motivate and to have the confidence before we move into the round of 16. However, my fear has been our defense. The confidence and the defense needs to really be looked into. And the way we concede goal, with respect to Tanzania and also to the Uganda, we conceding goals against those two teams. It's something that needs to really be looked into. And even against Tunisia, if you watch the match very well, the last 25 minutes of that match, it's all about Tunisia. Had it been, there's like extra 3 or 4 minutes to the time allocated, probably will have considered another goal to make it 3-3. So our defense will need to do a lot. When it comes to scoring, we are scoring very few. The first match ended 2-1, second one 3-2, the last one. So that means in 3 matches, we've scored 11 goals, which is a very good mark, but we've conceded also 4 goals. So that is what I think we need to really look into going into the round of 16. Because when it gets to the round of 16, whatever you achieved in the group stage, take it or leave it. It doesn't matter again. Everybody will be fighting for survival. And if you watch very well, in the history of Nigeria, the 3 times that we've won the AFCON competition, it's not about we coming out from our group with 9 points. This is not the first time that we're making it out of the group stages with 9 points. This is not the first time. So we're making it out of the group stage with 9 points. Yet, it's a confidence boosting. It is morale boosting. It's something like keep them going. However, we need to seriously work on our defense.
Well, working on our defense is what's actually coming from Olawale Peters. Now, let's take a look at Group D after they also showcased themselves. Senegal, of course, they got 7 points after playing 3 matches. They won 2, they drew 1. DR Congo, 7. Benin Republic, 3. And Botswana, 0.
And this is an interesting group. And I think DR Congo, they prove once again the reason why they deserve to represent Africa at the playoff for the World Cup. If you watch their 3 matches, they are very fantastic. So that shows that from their group also, both Senegal and DR Congo, they both defeated Benin and Botswana, but between them they share the points. That's why they had 7 points. But the difference between them is go against and go favor, in which the Senegalese, they have above DR Congo. But another good thing for Benin Republic is among the 4 teams that are making it to the round of 16, being the 3rd best loser, they are among also. So they are still going to play in the round of 16. And don't forget, the current holder of AFCON, that's Ivory Coast, who hosted the last edition. They also made it to the round of 16 before quarterfinals, semi-final, and defeated Nigeria at the final from being the 3rd best loser from their group. So being the 3rd best loser, it's not really a problem. What happens effective is a Monday or Sunday that they are starting the round of 16 is what really matters most. Saturday. So I think it's a very good one. Seeing DR Congo, seeing Senegal, and seeing Benin making it down to a round of 16.
Okay, quickly, we just to let you have a feel of it. Equatorial Guinea, Algeria is still goalless. And you have Sudan, Burkina Faso is still all goalless also. That match actually ongoing right now. And then before we go back to it again, let's talk about Nigeria and Uganda. It was a moment that Nigeria, so a lot of people were like, okay, after scoring 3 goals, a big one for Onyedika. Onyedika getting the brace yesterday and also winning the man of the match.
Okay, so for Onyedika, I'm very happy that he proved a lot of people wrong, including the coach that doesn't have confidence in him.
Take a look at the statistics.
So look at the statistics, 72 touches, 2 shots on target, 2 goals. That is what they call accuracy, 100%. I had 2 attempts and I scored the 2 attempts. How many strikers can boast of this statistic? So that shows that he has what it takes. And I've been saying it times without number. So I don't know the reason why we are still not using the 4-2-3-1 formation. I believe the pairing of Onyedika and Ndidi as the DM defensive midfielder will help a lot. Will help to protect the defender and also assist the 3-man up front as a midfielder. And will just leave Osimhen to play as lone striker up there. But I still don't know the reason why up to now we've not tried the pairing of those 2 together. Sincerely, I was happy for him yesterday. He showcased his talent. He proved to a lot of people that I still have what it takes to be among the first 11 in Super Eagles squad.
Okay, talking about the players yesterday, although we quickly try to review the matches that took place, especially in Nigeria and Uganda. Now, this man did it. He was able to win man of the match. Let's leave Onyedika. Talk about a young lad, Alebiosu Ryan. Ryan Alebiosu plays for Blackburn Rovers. And really, even though he got injured yesterday, but despite that, he showcased a lot of promising future for Nigerian Super Eagles.
Okay, that shows that we have a future in this country in terms of our Super Eagles. And we have the younger one that they still have a lot of years ahead of them. So it is time for us to try giving them the confidence what they do really need. The like of Osimhen, it started very early also. Chukwueze, they started early also. So we're having the like of Alebiosu also. When the next 4, 6, 8 years can still serve Nigeria. So that is what we've been missing, seeing the likes of Kanu, Amokachi, Okocha, Taribo West, they left the scene because they had a longer period between like 1989 to around 1997, 98 before they call it quit. About 6 or 7 years. Play together, they understand themselves. When Amokachi has the ball, Sunday Olise has the ball, Mutadekoju has the ball, they know where to place the ball. They know who is moving for the ball. So that is what I think is lacking, is missing. But thanks to our wonderful coach that we have currently now, we hope, I will pray, the NFF, they will not come with, why are you looking at me like that? Because I mentioned your people.
No,
you don't want me to mention your people.
Oh my goodness. I'm not coming for you.
I'm not coming for you also. So I hope your people, they will allow him to do or to continue.
Okay, I'm the PR man for NFF.
Well,
right?
thank God it came from you, not from me. So I hope, and we all hope that they will allow him to continue, because what we need continuity. I've been saying it times without number. We need continuity. We can't today, okay, 2 years contract, 1 year contract. No, let's have a coach that can take us for the next 5 and 7 years. And for what he has done so far, I think he has what it takes to bring back the glory of Super Eagles.
Bringing back the glory of Super Eagles, one particular player captained the Eagles yesterday. Of course, Victor Osimhen. He really did well, trying to lead the team in a very inspiring way. Osimhen, even though he couldn't score, but at least we saw his impact on the pitch.
Okay, it's not about scoring. It's only about scoring that matters. If you look at the competition so far, we've scored how many goals? We've scored about 8 goals, 9 goals. He scored only 1 goal. But his presence alone worth more than 1 or 2, 3 goals, because anytime you have someone like Osimhen playing against a defender, you have about 1 or 2 attention on him. So that frees the other striker, that frees the other players to be able to showcase their talents. The reason why we are having Ademola Lookman, the attention they are having on Ademola Lookman is not as solid or strong as they had on Osimhen. If Osimhen is with the ball, you see about 2 defenders going for him, and another one waiting, so in case he can be able to maneuver his way among 2 of you, then I will come as a rescue. But if you have Lookman, Ademola, for example, he has the opportunity, his pace, his movement, his creativity to deliver what he has been done. So it's not about him scoring, it's about him leading, inspiring, motivating, and do what he knows how to do best.
Okay, talking about that team, let's talk about Super Eagles, the entire team now, before we talk about Uzoho. The entire team, if you are to just give at least summary of Super Eagles' performance yesterday against Uganda.
Okay, yes. I can't use only 1 match to judge, and I can't use...
They played twice before this. So.
No, you said against Uganda, so I don't want to use Uganda. I want to use the competition.
Okay.
I think they are trying to make up for not qualifying
for the World
Cup. Because I can see the passion, the dedication, the commitment that we've not been seeing in the Eagles for years. We saw it down in the first match, the second match, the third match. But they should not be carried away with what they've done so far. Now, the battle line has been drawn. The next match we are playing, that's the round of 16. We don't know if we are playing against Mozambique or Cameroon. Because if Mozambique should defeat Cameroon tonight, that means we are playing against Cameroon. Because Cameroon will now be 3rd in their...
on the log
in their group. And if Cameroon defeats Mozambique, we are playing against Mozambique. Both Mozambique and Cameroon, they are not pushed over. So we have to start knowing that, okay, now this is when the real game is getting more interested. I don't want them to give us this false hope that will believe that, oh, Super Eagles, they've arrived and something will happen, we'll come back and say we are sorry. But for what they've done so far, I give them 90%.
90% being given to Super Eagles by Olawale Peters there. We've been looking at the matches played, especially Super Eagles playing the first game. They won 2-1. Remember the second one, they were also able to score 3 goals, even though they considered 2 against Tunisia. And then they play against Uganda, considered 1. In all the matches they play, looking at what they've been able to score, 8 goals. And you look at the concession of, of goals. Talking about Super Eagles, that has always been common. But let's take a look at the goalkeeper, Uzoho, who was on goal for Nigeria yesterday. He tried his best.
Yeah, yes, he did, and he tried his best. He considered 1 goal, and the goal he considered, it's not his fault. Even if you have the likes of Olawale and whatever, they will have considered the same thing. So what I think he needs now is more confidence. He needs more playing time. There are times that probably we don't really need to rely 100% on Olawale. Take it or leave it. Olawale used to be a very good
goalkeeper.
Shot
so
stopper.
He's no longer good now.
Well, to be honest with you, if you look at his performance over the years, the arrogance is coming into him.
I think from the way I see Olawale, I think what is wrong is just he needs to, maybe the coaching, the goalkeeper trainer needs to work on his psychology. When it comes to about performance, but psychologically, that pride you mentioned, then I still always mention it because maybe the death of his parents had a toll on him one way or the other. We may not really see that, but I think psychologically, Olawale is affected. And you know, at times some people, when they are affected, some will come up with some attitude and all that. So maybe that's why that is happening to Olawale.
Okay, yes, I agree with you. But as a professional, you'll be able to try as much as possible to put in your emotion. You don't need to allow it to affect your work. We've seen players that they lost their parents. Frank Lampard, he lost his parents. And 2 days later, he went onto the pitch, he played, he scored. He dedicated the goal. So what we want Olawale to do is to do the same thing. Put out his best, make sure we win the AFCON, and dedicate that glory to his late parents.
Okay, hopefully it will happen. Well, right now, as we speak, the game between Equatorial Guinea and Algeria is still goalless. Still goalless there. And also Sudan, Burkina Faso, ongoing, still goalless. 9th minute has been played so far. It's getting interesting. Group E, and also by 8 p.m., Group F will come out. Before we talk about Group F, now taking a look at this group, earlier on we displayed the players, and now take a look at their standing. So Algeria, Burkina Faso, Sudan, Equatorial Guinea. So if we look at it, Algeria, they've qualified 6 points, and they'll be playing against the bottom team, Equatorial Guinea, who right now they are out of the tournament, just like Botswana. They have 0 as their point. Take a look at, they played 2, they won the 2 games, 4. Looking at the goals they scored, no goal against them. And you look at Equatorial Guinea, they've conceded. And now, do you see them standing up against the Algerian team?
Okay, I don't see them standing against the Algeria, and they're only playing for pride today. But for Algeria, they are going to prove a point. Now, currently now, Nigeria is the only team with 9 points out of the group stage.
So you are trying to say
Algeria, and they're going to have better statistics than even Nigeria. Because currently they are yet to concede a goal. They are the only team in the competition that are yet to concede a goal. And I don't see Equatorial Guinea also scoring, or I don't see them conceding against Equatorial Guinea. So that means they are likely to win their group with 9 points without goal against. That is a fantastic record, motivation, confidence that you are sending to whoever you are meeting in the round of 16. Then for Sudan, you need to give them their flowers also. This is going to be the first time since 2012 that they are winning a match at AFCON.
Now, talking about Burkina Faso, Sudan, that match is going to be a tough one because both of them, they have 3 points. And you can imagine, if you look at the goal difference, they scored 2, they conceded 2.
So,
Sudan, they actually they scored 1, they conceded 3, the -2 for Sudan. Then they have 3, even though on point, they are the same point. So, they won, they lost, they won. Both of them are seriously fighting for this particular position.
Okay, yeah, so what they are fighting for now is a second place position. And from the 4th team that are joining the top 2 teams that have qualified from the 6 groups, Sudan is one of them. So currently now, they have a slot already to play in the round of 16 as one of the third place team. However, if they are able to defeat Burkina Faso, that will take them to second position. Burkina Faso will take their position so it's going to be an interesting.
And the advantage of coming second, the fact that you play maybe, just like Nigeria, Mozambique, or Cameroon.
Well, on paper, you may think it's an advantage. But when it comes to the field of play, the pitch is a different ball entirely. Take it from me. The round of 16 will be very interesting. It will be very interesting because if you see the likes of Sudan, even playing against Egypt, you see the way they will play. Because it's about 90 minutes. We're not talking about playing the first match, drawing, going to look for points again. Like we do normally see in Nigeria, we die here. So that is what...
Taking that balance from Nigeria,
yes, definitely.
PG, we die.
That is exactly what is going to happen when it comes to round of 16. Nobody will respect anybody. 90 minutes, nothing happens, you go for the extra time. Extra time, nothing happens, you play penalty because a winner must emerge.
Okay, as it is right now, let's look at Group F. Our match is coming up. Of course, Group F, this is the table so far before we go back to the fixture. Côte d'Ivoire, of course, they have 4 points. Cameroon, 4 points. Mozambique, 3 points. It's another tough group.
Tough and interesting. Now, Ivory Coast will be playing against Gabon. Gabon, I'm sure they've packed their luggages. They're just waiting for this match before they join the next.
is going back to Gabon.
their next flight. So the possibility of Ivory Coast winning or qualifying, it's there. But now, the battle now to avoid Nigeria is between Cameroon or Mozambique. Because if the table should end like this, we are playing the third place in this group. So that means we are playing Mozambique. Cameroon will scale through. So if Mozambique, they are able to defeat Cameroon. So that means Mozambique will have 6 points. Cameroon will have 4 points. So that means we are playing against Cameroon. And this is football.
What if?
Who says Gabon?
What if Gabon beats Côte d'Ivoire?
That is where I'm going to. If Gabon defeats Ivory Coast, okay, and Cameroon and then Mozambique, they play draw. So that means Ivory Coast is coming to third position. So that means Nigeria is going to play Ivory Coast. So it's all about mathematics. It's not over until it is over. It is after the match in this group that will now be certain of whom we are playing. But take it from me. Wherever we are playing, we have to be very careful. Look at Mozambique. At least in this competition, they've scored 3 goals. So that means the 2 matches they played, they've scored a goal. Look at Cameroon. You know what they can do. And we saw their match against Ivory Coast. It was very tense, ended draw. So that shows that we have a lot. And when I said a lot, we have to prepare for 3 phases. The first 90 minutes, the second 30 minutes if it goes to extra time, and also we should be prepared and ready for penalty. Shoot out. So that what happens to us during the World Cup qualifiers against Democratic Republic of Congo, the same thing will not happen again.
Right now, as we speak, just to give you updates concerning matches ongoing over there, Algeria just scored. They've scored against Equatorial Guinea, courtesy of Zinedine Baylard in the 19th minute. So Algeria are leading by a lone goal and still looking at the competition so far. Well, it's getting tougher, like I said. Anyway, Algeria just scored.
And definitely it's expected. It's expected, not unexpected.
Okay, now taking a look at everything we've done so far. Let's have a Group F fixture. At least we have Group F fixture there that we can at least focus on it before we wrap it up. Matches are ongoing, and we know that both of them, not talking about Group F now, the fixture, not the table, the fixture of Group F now, Equatorial, okay, this is ongoing. That's Equatorial Guinea, Algeria, Sudan, Burkina Faso. Group F fixture that involve Gabon versus that's Côte d'Ivoire, and then Cameroon versus Mozambique. Okay, while we're waiting for that to be displayed. But sincerely, even though we know they are all equal to the task, the 3 teams, who would you prefer Nigeria should play?
I prefer to play Cameroon.
Cameroon? Yeah. I would prefer to play Côte d'Ivoire.
Well, either Côte d'Ivoire or Cameroon, but I prefer to play Cameroon because we need to test our strengths.
We can also test our strength against Côte d'Ivoire. Because the last time we met at the AFCON, twice.
Yeah.
last AFCON final, and then at the group stage,
Yes.
they were able to upstage us at the final, and it was very painful. So maybe this time around, at least a part
Okay,
of
we shouldn't be looking for revenge. We should be looking for a team that can bring
it's
out
also,
the best in us.
I'm sure they too are rooting that, okay, let's bring the Nigeria, let's beat them. I've been seeing their posts.
Definitely, they have the confidence already. They've defeated you twice in a competition, final stage. So why are you looking? I'm not the one that defeated you.
No, I want
It's Ivory
at least I
Coast.
tried to correct and you were
What
saying-
impression? So the truth is that I don't want us to play Mozambique. To be honest with
Cote
you,
d'Ivoire.
I want us to play either we'll play Cote d'Ivoire or we'll play Cameroon. Let's even know if the victory we're expecting will last, or from the round of 16, let everybody just forget about AFCON and go back home. Because what will be the most painful part is when you get to quarterfinal or you get to semi-final, or like what happened during the last competition. We got to the final and we lost it. It's so painful. So the likes of Gabon and Botswana, they're on their way home now. Nothing to think about AFCON again. They are out.
Okay, finally, before we wrap it up, so far, this match day 3 is almost done after today. Which team, apart from Nigeria, for at least if it's Nigeria, which other team will you pick that you know that they will really do well?
Algeria.
Algeria? Okay, we wait to see. We still have Egypt, Senegal, a lot of nations,
Algeria,
Morocco.
because they are the only team up to now that they are yet to concede a goal. And they've won their 3 matches. Statistically, it's Algeria.
And that's why I said today, I call you usual suspect statistically. It's statistics. Anyway, Algeria, they just scored 2 goals, and really, they've done well. 2 goals, you can imagine.
I just told you now because they came well prepared. They came well prepared, and it's really showing on them.
I just
And
they are
we
not
are-
scoring all the goals they are supposed to score at the knockout stage.
Well, that would be a consolation for us because they would have said the same thing about us also, that we hope we've not scored all our goals.
Anyway,
Scoring
we have Nigeria.
eight goals.
Both
in
of us
3
have
matches.
Nigeria at the back of our name.
So
They should
just remove the A at the end and replace it.
They should go home. Let's stay here. At least Eagles are trying to see how they can make Nigerians happy. But we just hope that something great will happen because we've been conceding, and really, we just have to get better playing games and also holding 4-8. Well, that will be it on the show. Our time is up. Olawale has actually been with us. I want to appreciate you for coming every time. Always bringing your statistics, your FIFA instructor.
I'm sure the next show you give me another name again.
No, I will just give you some, maybe it can be Nigerian name. Be ready to
Nigerian
forget
name.
Okoroko
No
this time around.
Thank you for
That'll be it on the show from the entire crew. Of course, we brought to you the activities of matches being played ongoing, and the one that will be coming up later. And right now, Nigerians are prepared for Monday, 5th, where you can also predict and win. Oh, of course, right now, we thank you so much for staying with us. I'm Adeniyi Ajisafe. Thank you for watching.
My name is Dr. Adeniyi for Chairman of November Cubes Group. Let's come together as one Nigeria from the savannas of the north to the coast of the south, our heartbeat as one for the Super Eagles. Let's celebrate our diversity and unite for victory. From all of us at November Cubes Group, we do wish the Super Eagles all the best at the AFCON. Bring them the trophy, guys. Kindly do visit us today and discover a world of luxury, comfort, and tranquility. At November Cubes Group, we're not just building homes, serving meals, or offering hospitality business. We are creating a lifestyle that is perfect for families, professionals, and entrepreneurs. Thank you, and we look forward to welcoming you soon.